Join us today as I bring you up to date with something we've never done before, and that is going away for Christmas. And not just that, a Christmas cruise. So lots of cold and super festive places. I've created this video before our trip, so as you can imagine, we're pretty excited. Anyway, before we start, my name is Nettie, and if you are new to Ears and Ideas or just not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. It is free to subscribe and really helps my channel develop and grow. Anyway, back to the video. I'm not normally a spontaneous person. I normally book my holidays months and months, if not a year, 18 months in advance. But me and my husband were chatting and he mentioned, I wonder if they do Christmas cruises, quite off the cuff. I did a bit of research, checked we could get the dog into the kennels, and before we knew it, 24 hours later, it was booked. And that was only about with 2 months to go before the holiday, which for me is really short notice. There are so many firsts for us with this cruise, but we will be embarking at Southampton and staying at the Holiday Inn. We've done those before, but not at this time of year. So the plan is to have a wander around Southampton's Christmas markets. So it will well and truly get us in the festive mood. Now it's with a cruise line that's new to us, P&O, plus we are on one of their smaller ships, the Arcadia. It only holds about 2,000 guests. We've had about 4,500 on our past couple of cruises. Another thing that's new to us is that it's an adult only ship. Not that children have bothered us on any of our past cruises, so it'd be interesting. But the big first for us is travelling abroad over Christmas, something we've never done before. So I'm excited as it sounds like the ship will be full of Christmas, which is right up our street. The next fab thing are the ports of call, and they're all new to us. So do the maths here. It's a 10-night cruise with 2 sea days and we're visiting 4 ports, plus the day we get on the ship. Let me repeat that to see if you can figure out what's happening during the missing days. So a 10-night cruise with 2 sea days and we're visiting 4 ports. Well, our fantastic ports of call are Copenhagen in Denmark, Oslo in Norway, Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and Zeebrugge for Bruges in Belgium. What an exciting selection of ports, especially over the Christmas period. Christmas markets, mulled wine, chocolate, can't wait. Oh yeah, back to the missing 3 days. To make this trip even more fabulous, the ship will stay in port overnight in Copenhagen, Oslo and Amsterdam. How amazing is that? So our first port of call will be Copenhagen in Denmark, where we arrive at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, stay in the port overnight and depart the next day at 4 o'clock. So that's a decent amount of time there. So plenty of time to enjoy Tivoli Gardens and all the rest of the festive, wonderful things Copenhagen has to offer. We have pre-purchased the Copenhagen card through Get Your Guide, so that will cover our transportation, getting into Tivoli Gardens and many other things for free, well, included in the card that we've purchased, that we might fancy doing. I'll pop a link in the description for in case you want to buy or have a look at what Get Your Guide has to offer, and in particular here, the Copenhagen card. Then without a break, the next day we are straight to Oslo in Norway. Now I'm hoping for some snow here, so fingers crossed. We arrive in Oslo at 9:30 in the morning, stay in the port overnight, and then the plan is that leave the next day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. The day we leave is Christmas Eve, so we are expecting things to be quite quiet in Oslo this day, as that's the day the locals celebrate Christmas. For Oslo, I asked one of my Norwegian subscribers for some ideas and she suggested the Flam Museum, among other things. So we plan to get the hop-on, hop-off bus on arrival and visit the Flam Museum, plus of course we'll visit the Oslo Christmas market. The next day is a day at sea and it's Christmas Day. Christmas dinner will be a formal affair, something we usually run a mile from. But it's Christmas, what the heck, we're going to go for it. We'll be enjoying a 5-course meal with no cooking or washing up. Bonus. Next on to Amsterdam. We'll arrive at Amsterdam nice and early at 7 o'clock in the morning. Again, we stay in the port overnight and then leave the next day at 6 o'clock. So that is a lot of time in Amsterdam. As with all the ports, we have not been here before, but have done a lot of research and plan to just wing it and have a wander. Many cruise ships port at Rotterdam, then you have to get transport into Amsterdam. But as we are on a smaller ship, we benefited from porting a short walk from Amsterdam centre. Our last port is Zeebrugge in Belgium. We arrive at 6 o'clock in the morning and leave the same day at 5 o'clock in the evening. We plan to visit Bruges during our stop here. Now we messed up a little bit with this port, as we were really late booking the cruise and we had a load of research to do in a short amount of time. So there is a shuttle bus that takes you from Zeebrugge to Bruges through Cruise Express, Get Your Guide and Viator. All the same buses, I believe. But when I finally got round to booking it, it was sold out on all 3 of them. So we explored getting a train from Blankenberg, a coastal town that you can get a shuttle bus from the cruise terminal. But the trains were only hourly, so that would put pressure on us getting back to the ship in the afternoon in time for departure. So booked a P&O excursion, Bruges on our own for the day. So they basically just provide the journey, a person on the bus that will give us a bit of information, and maps and Belgian chocolates. That bit sold me really. It was a dearer option in the end, but it'll be way less stressful. I haven't got to concentrate too much on the time. So make sure you have subscribed, and I can't wait to show you our wonderful trip to Scandinavia and Northern Europe, and I will see you next time. Bye!